welcome to Dice Till Dawn, and a Merry Christmas, I guess, soon. Well, not yet, but pretty soon. And I have my Christmas vacation started from university, so I thought I really want to do my top list of my games of all time now. And I've been wanting to do this for many years, and I've done some versions of like the top 10 list or stuff like that, but never anything this extensive, I guess. So I've done a top 50 of all the games I've played of all time, best board games, and I'd like to go some ideas of how I did this first quickly. So basically this is my current feeling of the list, so it could change tomorrow when I play a new game, or it could change like in the next 6 months a lot. But I think at least the top 10 or top 20, most of the games are actually, well, not old basically, but still games that I've liked for many years already, and they've always been at the top. So there's like, I think this is it was easier than I thought. But anyway, I thought about doing a top 100, but I didn't think I have enough experience and enough games played to warrant that. So I cut it down to 50. Of course, I wanted to add some games that I just couldn't fit here. Many games that I actually like, but I just thought maybe these are better. And then again, of course, I did some thinking about adding like different kinds of games here. So I did cut some maybe slightly better games in favor of a game that I don't have here on the list. So there are very light games here, party games, maybe heavy games and stuff like that. And also, as some of you know or have seen from my videos, that I really do a lot of solo gaming, so I have many solo games here. Also two-player games a lot, because I play with my girlfriend quite a bit, but I think this like compasses a pretty wide variety of games, and well, that's just my feeling. And again, sorry, also these are, please note that I haven't played like 2,000 games in my life as the guys in the Dice Tower, because these are all my personal games. I actually own all of these games, so I guess you might like it that I can show you the box of all these games. And well, I guess that's about it from the list. I will do this in 5 videos, 10 each. And I will talk a little about every game, so I suspect these videos will probably be in the 15-minute range, except this might be a bit longer because of this introduction. But I just didn't want to just show you and tell the name and go on, because I want to give my opinions on how much why I like it. But maybe in the lower numbers I will try to be pretty quick about it. But yeah, so that's about it. Now let's go on with my first 10. Okay, and let's start. My number 50, and it could be higher if I got to play it more, but it's great as solo, but I would like to play it multiplayer more. If I could, maybe it would be higher. That is the volume 2 of the coin series Counterinsurgency, and this is about Cuba, so Cuba Libre. Sorry if I didn't say the name yet, but I really enjoy it, and as I said, this is great as a solo. You can play with the AI charts, which are included for all of the 4 factions, and also you can actually just control all of them because there's no hidden information. But I like the historic feeling, and it's pretty tough and heavy game, which I really like. And especially the 4-player game. I've only played one 4-player game, sadly, but it's very interesting on how the other players react to your things. But the solo variants are nice, and the AIs are good, and it's fun. So if you like solo games, that's a good game also. But yeah, and then we're on to another game which I would like to play more, but sadly I haven't played it a lot. That is Mansions of Madness by Cory Konechka, I think, and Fantasy Flight Games. I might be wrong about that. Yeah, no, that's Cory Konechka. And Tulhu Mythos almost at its best, I guess. And great game, great stories. It can break a bit and there can be some weird games, but I really enjoy the stories that come from this. Also I like these puzzles that are there. The minis are great. I've actually painted all of them, so you can see them under BGG and my username Timonature85 if you like. And I have few print-on-demand expansions, but I don't have any of the big expansions at the moment because I just haven't played enough to buy them, I guess. But I do really like the game and I would like to play it more, and I think I should. And so should you. Mansions of Madness. Okay, number 48. This is a game I was hunting for quite a while, and finally Rado actually pointed me out to the BGG store, which I hadn't used before, and I found a copy there from Germany, a German copy of Rapa Nui. This is about the Easter Island, and you are kind of set collecting wood and building these statues, or like concentrating more on the history, religion things, or however you like to play, and it's just fun and thematic in a way, I guess, because things get rarer the more they like exploit this island, and they get more expensive to get and also worth more and stuff like that. So there's kind of a thematic thing there. But I like Easter Islands and more ice, so that's a plus also. But it's very nice, neat game. Check out Rado's run through if you're interested. It's hard to explain the game, but that's Rapa Nui. Then another game I actually found from the BGT store after not finding any copies from Finland. That is Firenze, or Florence for the English guys, I guess. And this is just a great Euro game where you are building these towers from these nice wooden blocks that sit on top of each other, and there's a card draw where you buy cards, and your currency is actually also these blocks you pay. You put them on the cards and you get all the blocks that have accumulated on the card, stuff like that. And so that's very interesting, I think. And also many things that are just great here, very tight, and I like the two-player game a lot. So that's Florence. And on to number 46, and this is and again, I guess this my bottom 10 of the 50 is many of these games that I really like, but I just haven't played them a lot, so I didn't want to include them higher. So that this time it's Eclipse. Okay, Finnish designers also, that's a plus, but has nothing to do with my rating, because this was one of the first bigger games that I got 3-4 years ago, and this is basically Master of Orion, the board game, and that's one of my favorite PC games of all time, and there's everything here, and it's also a Euro game which I like, so that's great. And great races and stuff like that. But I got the first big expansion, some of the small expansions here, and the player counts, all these things just add up to where it's hard to get it played and put out of the shelf, I guess. So that's kind of a negative, but it's still light compared to Twilight Imperium or stuff like that. Actually, as you can see, maybe you have seen these white tags on my games. I had actually a New Year's resolution last year, or January this year, that I would like to try and play all the games in my collection, and as you can see, I haven't actually played this game this year at all. And I think I have 12-14 games left of my collection that I haven't played, but well, it's no biggie. I know I won't be playing this one this year either, but it was just for fun, and it did give me some ideas, but more about that later maybe. So Eclipse 10, we're on to pretty light, quick game, abstract, from the Dr. Nietzsche himself, Chin. I just really like it. You play these like cards and try to put these pagodas on the table, and the first one to get rid of all of theirs wins the game. And it's simple and easy to play, but it has a lot of depth when you think about it. Of course, there's luck on, you can say that the double color, one colored like tiles are actually always better and stuff like that. But that's also a plus because that means that almost anyone can play this and have fun and actually compete with anyone, because that can't be said about, for example. I really like it. Gin. Then we're on to one of the newer games, at least here in Finland. It wasn't available until just not long ago. I've had it for a few months now, and that's Oilan. It's basically a deck builder, but this time you're building a pouch of workers, so it's a back builder, I guess. And these workers are put to this bag, and you draw a certain number of them each round depending on where you are on these tracks, and they do different things in your city, and you can set up combos, and you can concentrate on one path of the workers and try to eliminate the others, or you can concentrate on the travel aspect on the game, or you can concentrate on getting the great buildings and getting points that way. Many things you can do. So I think there are multiple ways to victory, and most of my games have been very tight. And this is great as a 2-player game, great as a 3-player game. I haven't tried this 4-player, but both of those were great. Nice competition of the things, and still light and kind of like fun Euros type style game. Yeah, I guess it's pretty solitaire in a sense, but there are these tracks and things where you can pass other players and stuff like that, which hurts them, so it's not just you are doing something. But I really like it, and I'm really looking forward to the Orleans Invasion expansion, which isn't available in Finland, and I'm actually thinking of maybe buying it at some point from abroad. Okay, so then we're on to the 43, and this is actually my newest game. I just got this last week as my Christmas present for this Christmas, and after my last exam this year I dove into this one, and I've now played it for 20-25 hours or so, and that's Thunderbolt Apache Leader. It's actually the empty box because the game is set up on my table there, and this is my next solo hit, I guess. Not sure where it lands, if I like it more than some of the other DVG Dan version games, solo games, but so far I'm really enjoying it, and it's a big problem or puzzle, I guess. It's very hard, at least in the beginning. I can see now that I've made some horrible decisions in the first games, and I'm learning a lot, so I'm getting better, and I just got a good result on my big defensive battle now. But basically you are controlling a squadron of Thunderbolts, Apaches, or some maybe Predator drones, and Spectres and Cobras, Harriers, stuff like that, and you have a certain number of pilots, and the pilots fly these missions with the aircraft, and they gain experience. They can level up. They have 6 skill levels, and their skills could go up once they level up. And the aircraft can get damage counters on them, for example like displays or engine damage or structural damage. The pilots could actually die, and the airplanes could crash during the missions and stuff like that. So it's very interesting, and again a great solo game, and so far I'm really loving it. It's not higher yet because as I said, I only played 3 full campaigns of it. Yeah, that's 20 hours, I guess, almost for me, but still, it's here now, but we'll see where it lands in the end. But so far, I really enjoy it. Sorry, that was a bit long because just a new game. And then we are on to number 42, and another very quick filler, Las Vegas. I really enjoy this game. It's very simple, rolling dice luck, but there's just something here that I laugh when I play it. All the players have fun, and you just roll these dice, and there's no worries anywhere. And what can I say? It's fun, and it's even fun with 3 players. Just use the variant where you use the white neutral like dice, and it will be fun for you. I can assure that. And then the last game of the list. This was the one that I was debating on with another game, but this is my hidden movement game, I guess. That's Letters from Whitechapel. And it's again a kind of historic feeling with one player being the Jack the Ripper, trying to I'll move hidden and try to get back to his hideout after each of these murders. And the other player or players, there could be 2 to 5 investigators, but I would recommend a 2-player game. But yeah, the things work with more players and they could have some valid points also, but I really enjoy the 2-player game because that's just very intense because it's just you and the opponent. And that's about it. The game is just a nice map of London which has just these circles with numbers on them, nothing else, and some nice tokens, but not much. But it's just the feeling that it gets out of you, and I can't play this very often, I guess, because it just gets under your skin in a way, because it's just so nerve-wracking thinking about, is he gonna go here or where? But the other game I was thinking about and could have actually easily included here is Vector Ops, but I just got it a bit ago. It has some things which are nicer, it's a bit easier and quicker to set up, kind of like an Ameritrash version of this, but I just felt like it didn't have the wow in impact of the Whitechapel game, and that's why Letters from Whitechapel made it here. Okay, so that was my first 10. Hopefully those weren't too long explanations. I try to be quick with them, but as I said, I want to say something about them. But so next we are going to my top 40, so see you then.